Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Just wanted to talk about the bullish and bearish scenarios here because we are now entering a pullback zone, a support or trend reversal area, the one that I communicated yesterday. So we are currently still looking at further downside here for ADA. At least the potential is certainly there. And if price breaks below 26.4 cents, that would have much more weight, and we can focus on that much more, immediate downside. And if it then breaks below the swing low, which was made on the 20th of June at 25.3 cents, this is even more confirmed. However, I will not rule out that a lasting low has been made on the 10th of June. Therefore, I gave you yesterday a possible bullish setup and scenario for a long trade, which I have highlighted in orange here just to indicate it's higher risk because we have no confirmation yet that price is really doing this. But nevertheless, it is a possible setup that can send price higher. So, and of course can be traded if you choose to do so. Yeah, because as always, there are 2 or 3 wave counts. Yeah, it's normal. That's part of the game. That's part of the method. And there's not only one scenario, but there is a pivot point or a decision area, which is revealed by one of the counts. And if we have that and the pivot point shows a high reward, low risk setup, then this can of course be traded. Yeah, as always, it's not the wave count you trade, it's these decision areas that can be traded. However, just be aware of risk management. Yeah, at the moment, as I said here, we have an ascending wedge. This typically would break to the downside, and typically we would expect a breakdown in wave 5 of 3. I have no clear confirmation that price has bottomed and formed a lasting low. All I see here is overlapping price action in an overall bearish wave structure. And this is just not bullish at this stage. But you know that cryptos can always surprise. For Bitcoin, Ethereum, we are looking for one more high at least. And ADA could follow. And I have therefore given you a possible bullish interpretation of this chart with a support area between 27.8 cents and 26.4 cents. We've now reached this. Gave you that yesterday in a 1-2-1-2 setup. I've highlighted this with question marks because I'm not sure about it, but it of course is a support area where in a bullish scenario price can turn around and the stop loss can be set quite tight, either below this swing low of the 20th of June or the 78.6 retracement for anybody who prefers a tighter stop but also higher risk of being stopped out. Because sometimes you get the candle below the support area and then price still rallies. Yeah, and honestly, this support area gives me, or this wave count, the bullish interpretation gives me a so-called 1-2 setup in which the price should rally in a third wave next. We have in this wave 2 an ABC structure, a flat pattern, and we're now in a C wave down. In this C wave, we have completed a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4. And we could be working on our wave 5 now or very shortly. I have currently no indication that ADA already bottomed here. It is possible. It could always be a WXY structure, but this cannot be primary expectation. But just be aware, whenever they enter these areas, they can turn around. You sometimes don't get that last low that you're waiting for. So in a WXY structure, it could have bottomed, but there's no way of saying, okay, it is WXY or ABC. I'm just highlighting this because we've hit the trend line here. Okay, it's not a terribly well-defined trend line, but it seems to be adhering to it. And therefore, one more low may not happen because we've reached the 50% retracement level already. But I will not know this until price goes higher, breaks above the wave 2 high, and forms a higher low. Then I would say, okay, a low was in wave 2, and we're rallying in a third wave. But yeah, it is still very fragile, this setup, but it's one that I wanted to highlight, because price can turn around from here, and it would be the earliest indication really that we can get for a lasting low in place. In this particular scenario, yes, one more low is favored. I have no indication here that price has already formed a lasting low. The price action still looks a bit like a bear flag, which would result in one more low. So, but it's worth observing, and yeah, you should now be aware of the relevant support areas, also the signal that we are going up, and the primary expectation still, though, is further down, but we cannot ignore this potential here. Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.